Welcome back, Sagittarius, to the month of August 2018. I'm Megan of North Star Astrology, and this is another general transits reading for those of you born with your sun, moon, and or rising signs in the 9th zodiacal sign of Sagittarius, the Centaur. Now, the month starts out with the trailing moon in Pisces on and into, in other words, from July 31st to and on into August 1st, the moon is transiting your 4th house of the home. And then on Gretel, that's enough. Okay, then with this moon in your 4th house of the home, it then proceeds to make an opposition between Venus and Virgo in your 10th house of career and the moon in Pisces in your 4th house of the home. So with this opposition, you may become aware that you need to have not just the love of your career, but have some alone time or home life. There's some kind of balance needed, or an awareness that maybe you'd rather be starting your business from home. And then on August 3rd, Mercury, which has been or will be going retrograde on July 26th, and we're not even there yet because it's the 11th of July right now as I'm recording this. And so with Mercury retrograde at this point on August 3rd, it then proceeds to trine the moon. Once the moon goes into your 5th house of romance and creativity, and from this beautiful and harmonious trine between the moon in the fiery sign of Aries versus Mercury retrograde in your 9th house in Leo, there is a need to kind of watch what you're saying here with it retrograde, but also maybe the possibility of a love at long distances coming back into your life, possibly, but it's going to be very harmonious regardless. And then on the following day, the last quarter moon occurs in your 6th house of work, health, and service given in Taurus at 12 degrees Taurus, 19 minutes, which then proceeds to trine Venus. Once again, there's another trine, only this time it's from the 6th house to the 10th house. So maybe Oh, and that's on August 5th. And so maybe you might very well be coming to the ability to be able to ask for that last moment raise, since it deals with the 6th house of work and the 10th house of career. Last quarter moon phase, very harmonious between the moon and Venus. Then on August 7th, Uranus in Taurus goes retrograde. And I didn't know this until recently, but the outer planets also go retrograde. And what this means for you, I am not really sure. I am going to have to look into that. But, however, the outer planet Uranus is a generational planet and will be transiting your 6th house of work and health for the next 7 years, 7 long years. And I mentioned that back in the May reading. Also on the 7th of August, Mercury retrograde sextiles the moon. So when the moon goes into your 7th house of others and significant partnerships, it then sextiles, or 2 sign placements or 2 houses away, going from a sense of being able to emotionally express yourself in positive but short and sweet ways here, as this is a 60-degree aspect between the moon and, in this case, Mercury retrograde. And when this happens, there's maybe a need to keep things emotionally in check when checking over documents. However, since it is a sextile, it's positive, so there won't be too much of a problem with that. Then on August 11th, the new moon occurs in your 9th house in Leo at 18 degrees Leo, 42 minutes, as well as the partial solar eclipse. And again, I'm not quite sure how this will affect you or what it means for you, as it's a general reading, but it may show you a new pathway, a new philosophy, as the 9th house also deals with philosophy and higher learning, the higher mind. So you may, oh, excuse me, I just knocked into your ruling planet Jupiter. You may discover new philosophies and or your purpose in life is something to do maybe with publishing or dealing with foreign lands, law, and publication. So everything new happening on August 7th for you. Then on August 13th, Mars leaves your third house of communications in Aquarius and enters your second house of money and what you value in Capricorn. And again, I'm not really quite sure how this will pan out for you or what it means to you or for you, but it will give you the action planet of Mars, will give you the assertiveness in your earning ability, or give you the power, since also Pluto is here, lots of striving to get ahead. That's what I see there. And on August 14th, Mars trines the moon. Let's see here. Where's the moon? Okay, Earth. Okay, then. The moon goes into your 10th house of career and then proceeds to form the ever harmonious trine between Mars in your second house of money and what you value to the moon in common sense Virgo in your 10th house of career. And this will show you or may give you more harmony with not only what you value and possess, as this is the Taurian house. Taurus naturally resides in the second house. That's why I say possess. Not only what you earn, value, and possess, but it will harmoniously connect you to your emotions in your career sector, and you'll love what it is you are experiencing at that time. That's August 14th. Then, on August 16th, Mars proceeds to square the moon in Libra in your 11th house of friendships, goals, hopes, and wishes. So this then, again, here we're dealing with a lot of Mars energy this month. And I haven't really touched on Mercury retrograde yet, but we will get to that. But how you communicate this month will be fiery, as you're a fire sign, just as much as Leo is a fire sign. However, your ruling planet transiting in the water sign of Scorpio in the naturally residing house of Pisces, so you'll be more gentle with how you come across. With this square, however, you may have some arguments with friends. Just saying. Just be mindful of that. Then on August 18th, the first quarter moon happens in your 12th house of the subconscious mind and dreams at 25 degrees Scorpio, 20 minutes. Which then proceeds to make a 60-degree flowing, positive aspect to Mars again in your second house. So here we see you'll be able to tap into your dreams and your subconscious mind. Keep a notebook by your bedside. And if you have some really interesting dreams, write them down. Because with this Mars sextile the moon, you may very well be able to psychically tune into the infinite and maybe come up with some winning lottery numbers. You never know. As the moon is in the naturally residing Piscean house. Then on August 19th, Jupiter, your ruling planet, trines Neptune in Pisces in the 4th house of the home. So from the 12th to the 4th houses, you have a lot of mutable energy here. Well, actually, Neptune is mutable, but Scorpio is fixed. However, since they're both the element of water, you now have the ability to, in a big way, come to a sense of spiritual harmony within the home. Then, on the very same day, August 19th, get out of here, Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes direct. Yay! Okay, none of that nonsense. Mercury apparently goes direct more often than I realized. At least once to twice a month. So, having Mercury go direct in your naturally residing house, Sagittarius, you now have the ability to, again, like I was saying from the new moon standpoint, tap in to maybe perhaps the psychic realms or develop your own personal philosophy, which is something I'm doing. So I'm just projecting there. Don't mind me. On August 20th, the Sun in Leo trines the Moon. Once the Moon goes into your 1st house of the self and body, and in your sign, see, and trines, Sun, Moon, trine, harmonious, big, huge, wonderful ways to end out the month here pretty soon. Emotionally, you will be feeling a sense of well-being within your body temple, that is. Harmonious aspect from your emotional state of mind to whatever it is that you're doing here within the, like I said, philosophy, publications, long distance travel, vacationing, then on August 23rd, Mars conjuncts the Moon in your 2nd house of money and what you value. So be extra careful not to be too foot in mouth as Sagittarius risings can be, especially now that Mercury is direct. This is the placement or aspect of being too brusque with women if you're a man, or too impatient with certain things to do with whatever it is that you're dealing with. If you're a woman, maybe becoming too possessive. But it is a good value to see the moon conjunct Mars here. It's a very steadfast, lots of energy in Capricorn here. Not only with Father Time, Saturn in Capricorn, it's in its ruling position. Pluto, Mars, but here we're speaking of the moon conjunct Mars. So it can be a bit impatient. So be patient with resources that will be coming to you. Then, on the on August 25th, the moon comes full circle, goes right back into your 4th house of the home. It did it again. My bad. Wait a minute. August 25th, Venus in Virgo and the moon in Capricorn trine each other. Okay, this is another harmonious aspect between the moon and Venus. Again, you'll be able to assertively, now that Mercury's retrograde, ask for that promotion in your career, and they will love you for it, and or you will love them for it because you love your career that much. Then the sun, if I failed to mention, I think I failed to mention this, the sun leaves Leo and enters Virgo in your 10th house of career on August 23rd. That was when I was trying to mention about the conjunction. So before the Venus trined the moon, the sun entered your 10th house of career. Now moving right along, the moon comes full circle into your 4th house of the home at 3 degrees Pisces, 12 minutes. And that's happening on August 26th. And what that means for you is highlighting or illuminating the need to be at home in your home base. In other words, the home of your soul, not just your physical home. But you can express yourself more clearly, even emotionally. Then on August 27th, Mars goes direct. Of all things to have go retrograde, it went retrograde, I believe, back on June 23rd or something like that. and I didn't know this. I really did not know that either. I'm learning so much, and I've studied this since 1991, but I didn't know how easy but yet so complicated at times that a transit chart can be. There's so much to do with it's the details, you know. There's a lot of details to the general reading here. Then also the following day on August 28th, Mars sextiles the moon. Now that Mars is direct and the moon is full, once again, maybe you will receive or earn in a big way finally. In other words, when the moon's full, then it's like things come to their culmination. So perhaps you'll receive the funding or that payment or bonus for your home remodeling project. So that's very, very positive. It's like the trine, only quicker, or yeah, I guess you could say it's quicker. Yeah. Then on the very final day of the month, August 30th, the moon squares Mars. So 3 houses away, 3 signs away, moon in your the other fire sign of Aries, in your 5th house of romance and creativity. You might have a tendency to overindulge or overspend on your latest romantic endeavor, or your newest romantic partner or whatever. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching and liking my video. Give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Feel free to subscribe. Thanks for looking up upon the North Star. And by the way, this is my 1-year anniversary with my North Star Astrology channel. So that deserves a congratulations. Woo-hoo. I hope you have a very peaceful, harmonious August. And until next month in September, take care. Bye now.